Hey everyone, Morgan here. So, while preppers need to be adapting to the changing foreseeable future from whatever COVID-19 is going to bring about, financially, business-wise, just the world over about how we do certain things, how we act, we also need to understand that other people are adapting as well, especially when we're talking about criminals. They are adapting to these changing times just as we're adapting to these changing times. So as less and less people are out and about, criminals are finding ways to adapt to the situation. So here's a picture where two people showed up with masks and gloves. It kind of looks like they're service people, right? They have the storm door open, which is a bad sign to begin with. Most service people, if you'll ever notice, in fact, I'm pretty sure they've been instructed to never open the storm door, and especially hang out like that, right? So, first of all, we have to notice the signs of somebody who wants to actually do something bad, okay? And this happened in broad daylight, right? Things aren't happening at night anymore, but there are certain security measures, extra security measures that we should be looking into. These security measures should be brought about in everyday life, whether we're in a pandemic or not. These security measures should follow you throughout your entire life, okay? The first thing that we need to think about is the fact that we feel comfortable in certain places, right? Like we really bring down our defenses when we're at home and when we're in our vehicles. And people who want to do bad things, they know this. They know that, your defenses are extremely low. You're relaxed, you're chilling out, you're hanging out in your underwear, whatever the case may be, right? You're not really generally in, an alert status. There was one day that I was hanging out outdoors outside in the backyard with my daughter, and we were just playing or whatever, and my dogs were out there with us as well. Nobody heard anything. All of a sudden, my husband comes through the sliding glass door into the back. Nobody saw, and he scared us. He came up on us. And right then and there, it really clicked to me. Wow, I was so comfortable in my own backyard that not only did I not even pay attention to what was going on around me, paying attention to the doors, whatever, I was just totally zoned in at whatever I was doing without, my situational awareness basically went out the window. And so even at home, we need to be on alert, not high alert, but we need to be at the same type of alert that we would be if we were out and about. Especially in these times in which everybody's home, and criminals are taking these opportunities, right? They're seeing new opportunities. Just like preppers are seeing new opportunities, so is everybody else, okay? So first of all, if you guys have ever heard a podcast from the Secure Dad, he talks about social niceties. And I could not agree more with him about social niceties. We have certain social niceties that could actually harm us. For one example is somebody coming to your door. I never, ever, 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 ever answer the door for anybody I don't know. Even if it's like, your USPS, UPS, even if it's a law enforcement officer, I'll first talk to them through a camera or through the door or something to see identification, to see what they're here for, to talk to them. Even my neighbors, when I first moved in, I would not open the door for them. You never know. So especially if it's somebody you don't know, salespeople, whatever, talk to them through the door, stay off to the side. Let's say this is your door. Stay off to the side, talk to them through the door. If you want to look through the peephole, that's fine. Do it once and then step to the side. Second, I would highly suggest getting a Ring doorbell. That way, no matter whether you're at home or not, you can always see it on your phone. You can see the person. You can be in your bedroom, in the back of the house or whatever, see who's there and talk to them, be like, hey, what do you want, kind of thing. And of course, there's the back and forth of that. Well, then they think you're not home, and now they're going to enter your home. Well, in this instance, as you're talking to that person, you're getting intel from them, but you're also getting yourself ready in case anything were to happen, right? You're getting whatever self-defense item, you're getting somebody on the phone, you're getting ready and preparing for a potential attack, depending on what information you're being given, how you feel about the situation, whatever. There have just been too many instances of people bum rushing into people's houses after they open the door. do not open the door for anybody unless you know them. Okay? So, we all have these social niceties of, well, somebody knocked on my door. I gotta answer it. No, you don't. You just don't. You don't have to answer the door. Okay? They are coming onto your property, invading your space. You are not obligated to do anything. So second of all, you really want to up that security in your home as well. You want to get door stoppers if you can. It's a door stopper in which you put it under the door, and then if the door is ever open, it'll sound an alarm. You could also get a kick plate for your door. Lots of people try to kick in doors. Get a kick plate for your door. If you have a sliding glass door, get the rods that go into the door, and not only for your sliding glass door, but for your windows as well. Always make sure that your doors are locked, but also make sure that those rods are in the sliding glass door, and make sure that the rods are in your windows as well as them being locked, because they can get those locks open and then, just slide it open. But if they get the lock open, unlocked, but they can't slide it up, that's something that's making it difficult for them to enter your home. The point is, you want to make it as difficult for people as possible. So dogs are also great first alarms. We have 2 dogs, and they are our first alarm. Even if it's nothing, they hear something and sense things that maybe it was there, but maybe it wasn't a big deal. But you always want to pay attention to your dogs. Of course, if you do get a dog, make sure that you're wanting them to be a part of your family. You're going to take care of them, love them, train them, all those sorts of things. But they are great first defense. And if you have any space in your backyard or anything, I hear geese are really great alarms as well. When you're out and about, we need to raise our situational awareness a little bit, mainly because everybody is now wearing masks. Everybody now is kind of hiding themselves, through wearing masks and these kind of things. So we don't know who has ill intent or not. Not only should we prevent going out unless we absolutely have to, but we need to be on a little bit higher alert. And if you weren't carrying concealed before, I highly recommend doing it. Like if you have your concealed license, or it's constitutional carry, open carry, whatever it is, do it now. And make sure that you're constantly training. If you can't carry a firearm, carry pepper spray. Make your own pepper spray. If you're using a knife for self-defense, make sure that you can easily access and actually use that knife for self-defense. Right now, what we really want to be doing is practicing our self-defense, upping our self-defense. Constantly practicing dry firing, martial arts, if you're into that, really constantly practicing as much as we possibly can. And then going through our scenarios in our head is also going to be a great way to practice. Going through the scenarios of, well, if this happened, how would I do this? I am still planning on having my series about situational awareness, and I'm going to be adapting it for this particular scenario that we're in right now, as well as just everyday things that we need to do. We need to understand that life is not normal right now, so we need to up our security measures. We need to be on a little bit more alert. While our homes and our vehicles are safe places, we need to constantly have the doors locked. We need to not open the door for anybody. And if there's ever any situation in which you need to roll your window down, make sure that you only roll it down a little tiny bit, so that people aren't reaching into your, to your car and getting whatever, right? In the end, trust your instinct, okay? If something seems weird, it could very well be weird. And even if it's not weird, it doesn't matter. Trust your gut, okay? Your gut is not paranoia. It's your mind and your body telling you that something is weird and you need to trust your gut. So many instances of people not trusting their gut, getting into cars of people they don't know, and doing all of these weird things that maybe, they would never do, but they're being pressured into it by these people. Don't be pressured by people to do things that you simply don't want to do. This is especially important when we're talking about children. We need to keep an extra eye on them. While you're at it, one last thing, I would highly suggest installing security cameras around your house, as well as motion sensor lights. Those are great ways as first alarms for you, whether it's an animal or whatever, right? It's a first alarm for you, and it could potentially scare somebody off. The thing is, many criminals, they want a soft target. They want easy access. They don't really want to, the common criminal really doesn't want to work very hard for whatever it is that they're trying to get at in your home, in your vehicle. at yourself, at your kids, whatever it is. They don't really want to work very hard. Make it hard. Be a hard target. Make it extremely difficult for them to get access to you, your house, your car, and your family. Stay safe, adapt, and improve your security now for this situation as well as the future. Thank you all so much for watching. Conquer Tomorrow by Preparing Today. Stay safe, everyone.